No biscuits.
National Coffee Authority hosts policy workshop. Governor commits 1 million kina for NID rollout. And NDOE and partners launch Together program. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rema. Thank you for joining us. The National Coffee Authority today hosted the final Climate Smart Coffee Policy Validation Workshop at Holiday Inn in Port Moresby to review, refine and endorse the draft Climate Smart Coffee Policy for Papua New Guinea.
The final validation workshop brought together key stakeholders, including representatives from the Department of National Planning and Monitoring and the Climate Change and Development Authority, along with other partners. Coffee Industry Corporation Chief Operating Officer Stephen Tumai said despite struggles in establishing a national coffee policy, the National Coffee Authority had taken the lead in developing a draft policy framework in alignment with the existing national policies.
For the climate smart coffee policy, since the 2018 to current, we have been struggling with setting up a national coffee policy in consultation with CCDA, SEPA, and other relevant authorities. But we were not able to get through because in this part of the world and also in Papua New Guinea and also for the agriculture sector, there is no such thing as a coffee policy. So CIC being the leader in the agriculture sector, we decided to...
Mr. Tumai said the climate smart coffee policy aims to improve productivity at the farm level by promoting better and more sustainable farming practices across the country.
In 2025. So the objective of this policy is that we want our coffee farmers to access another stream of funding from climate smart carbon trade. Yeah, carbon trade. So in the absence of a policy, we cannot access these things. So there was wide consultation with all the relevant authorities.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, National Coffee Industry Corporation Chief Operating Officer Stephen Tumai says the global coffee market is changing, with international buyers increasingly demanding coffee that is grown in an environmentally responsible and sustainable manner.
Coffee remains one of Papua New Guinea's important cash crops, ranking after oil palm and cocoa. It generates approximately 500 million Australian dollars in foreign exchange annually. National Coffee Industry Corporation Limited's Chief Operating Officer Stephen Tumai explained that under carbon credit, coffee farmers can earn additional income through carbon-neutral coffee.
The policy itself will be an enabler for increased productivity and production because from the coffee tree itself, the coffee farmers will be getting additional revenue apart from the cherries, the parchment and the green beans that they will be getting the money from. They will also be earning money from carbon trade.
Dr. Mawe Gonapa, who has been engaged as a consultant by the Coffee Industry Corporation to develop the Smart Climate Coffee Policy, said Papua New Guinea has the potential to follow the path of other countries by tapping into carbon-neutral coffee initiatives.
About 50% of the biomass, the woodiness, 50% of it is carbon. And so this one has a value that we have to put a keener value to it, and then we can trade.
Dr. Gonapa further explained the process, noting that coffee grown under shade stores significant amount of carbon. Through specific certification and measurement methods, this stored carbon can be quantified and marketed.
But we have not gone into this bit over there, carbon neutral coffee. The world, Starbucks, the biggest coffee buyer in the world, is buying carbon neutral coffee and is demanding millions and billions of coffee, carbon neutral coffee.
Without clear policy direction and strategic planning, Papua New Guinea risks losing productivity and market share in an increasingly competitive global market. However, with a well-implemented climate-smart policy, the country can turn climate challenges into economic opportunities for its farmers and the broader economy of the country. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Nakanai District has signed a memorandum of understanding with Mama Bank, which will see funding of 1 million kina allocated for the development of women and youth through micro, small and medium enterprises program.
As per the arrangement signed today, Nakanai District Development Authority will provide an initial funding of 500,000 kina for Mama Bank for administrative and operational expenses for the first 3-year operations. The district will make available another 500,000 kina for the purpose of micro, small and medium enterprises, access of financial funding support. Nakanai District Member Francis Maneke said during the MOU signing ceremony that the Nakanai DDA and Mama Bank recognize the women and youths in the district, and they should have easy access to banking facility and have their own bank account to play more active role in the economic development in West New Britain Province. Chief Executive Officer for Mama Bank, Gunanidi Des, said the bank has various similar agreements with a number of district development authorities in the country, and the one with Nakanai District will also focus on providing financial inclusions, especially through MSME. He said Nakanai District will provide infrastructure to support the bank's operations in the district. The member for Nakanai also confirmed that any loan funded under this project that goes in arrears for more than 60 days will be written off from the funded amount. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Its Sepik provincial government has committed about 1 million kina to the PNG Civil and Identity Registry to roll out NID registration in the province. This follows the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the two parties in Port Moresby today.
In this modern time where identities are duplicated, Governor of East Sepik Province, Alan Bett, said this funding will allow the provincial government to know the number of people who are physically in the province so that its government can plan and allocate resources and services.
And you'll find that 86% of our budget, our annual budget, is just for services. There are no new projects. We don't build new projects. We just focused on services. And 86% is the highest of any provincial government. It's in fact higher than the national government as well. So East Sepik Province has the record of allocating the highest portion of our funds for what's called core services. And the NID process is important to us for that reason. So I want to make that clear. We're not just doing it because it's a fancy exercise. We're doing it because it helps us to deliver our services better.
Governor Bett said for the last 4 years, the provincial government has been capacitating the local level governments, and 2026 is the first year for the province to push funding down to ward level. He explained that the funding of services down to LLGs and ward levels is inconsistent with the national government policies.
As you know, there's the right-sizing exercise that came in when Semekere was Prime Minister. He had the intention of trying to push services all the way down. You'll understand that under the O'Neill government, they came up with the service delivery framework where, again, they indicated what services should be available at the different levels going all the way down to the ward. So we are in fact following those policies. So now
Governor Bett added that the East Sepik provincial government's goal is to get the people to participate and take ownership of all the government processes.
we feel it's important because For us, it's about participatory democracy. When people have an NID, they know that, okay, government looks after me. I exist, so it doesn't matter if they live right out in the sticks or Asplo Mountain or long way through along Island, they know that, okay, government looks after me.
Acting Registrar General Salome Bogosia thanked Governor Bird for his annual support towards the work of PNG-CIR in his Sepik over the years. Bogosia said PNG-CIR will meet with the Sepik Provincial Administration and discuss on a plan to roll out NID registration in the province. Jacinta Dr. National MTV News.
Administrative Services Minister Richard Masere says the PNG Civil and Identity Registry is looking at engaging local companies to speed up the procurement of NID cards without delays.
During a memorandum of understanding signing between the Sepik provincial government and the Papua New Guinea CIR today, Minister Masere said one of the issues faced in processing NID cards is the supply chain hindrance when processing cards from overseas. To address this issue, he said they are looking at engaging local companies to procure and have the cards ready within the country so his team can utilize them when printing NID cards.
And sometimes with issues with Forex, they are pushed back to the end of the queue to procure the inks, cards. So we've tried to rectify that problem by re-looking at local suppliers to supply the cards, which I believe they've looked at that recently with some local suppliers to sign agreements with them so that they store the cards, inks, everything in the country so that when we start printing cards, it makes it a lot easier to deliver the cards much quicker.
The minister also stated that part of the delays in card printing is the change of government heads and delayed funding from the government. However, he said the organization is trying to make sure that it achieves its mission to register citizens across the country with these current challenges.
NID started about 10 years ago, but it has been one of those journeys that's been full of challenges, full of criticisms, full of quite a lot of changes in the heads of the agencies, and that has also affected its planning and its ability to be able to deliver. And then in 2024, we couldn't do much with the budget because it had already been done. And so we focused on readjusting our plans for 2025, which they budgeted about 60 million kina. From that 60 million kina appropriated in the 2025 budget, we only received 30 million. And as you're aware, they started releasing the funds towards, I think, June, July of last year, which delayed a lot of the work that we were supposed to start in January, February. So we are playing catch up at the moment, but again, we have to keep working with what's available or given to us, and we continue to face a lot of those challenges, and we working through those to ensure we achieve the NID's objectives of registering every Papua New Guinea across the country.
Jacinta Dr. National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum!
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Money Plus, we're ready to go. Kids, it's time to go back to school. Is this the place to go? Please don't forget the golden rules. Is this the place to go? Hey, mums and dads, don't make a fuss. Is this the place to go? Get the school supplies from us. Is this the place to go? Everything you need for school. Is this the place to go? Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Is this the place to go? Ring, ring goes the bell.
Theatist for all your school stationery.
Tonight on Goodman Fielder International Sky Time, a very good evening and welcome. We're making a chicken tomato pasta.
Now I'm time cook one time house cut. Because this is garlic butter steak, I will use a whole clove of garlic.
That's tonight at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. More than $12 million grant support to drive education reforms and boost learning outcomes in Papua New Guinea was announced today following the launching of Together program by PNG government, Japan International Cooperation Agency, and UNICEF. Together program is funded through the GPE's System Transformation Grant and System Capacity Grant. The combined total of the $12.18 million grant supports the implementation of Papua New Guinea's 166 school restructuring reform and the rollout of the standards-based curriculum under the National Education Plan 2020 to 2029. The National Department of Education will lead program implementation, and UNICEF serves as the grant agent, with JICA as the coordinating agency.
This transformation underway requires the strong and decisive leadership from the National Department of Education, which plays a central role to ensure that the reforms reach every province, every classroom, and ultimately every child.
The grant focuses on strengthening the teaching workforce, improving curriculum implementation to raise learning outcomes, and reinforcing gender-responsive planning and data use across the sector, while the school structure shifts to 166 from 364. Global Partnership for Education commends Papua New Guinea for taking a bold step to strengthening its education system, and GPE is proud to support this reform.
This program is grounded in a clear national vision to strengthen foundational learning, improve teaching quality, and ensure that every girl and every boy has access to inclusive, equitable, and high-quality education.
As the grant agent, UNICEF will support the government in program oversight, coordination, and fiduciary management, ensuring that investments translate into measurable improvements in classrooms.
So in a nutshell, the Together program is an ambitious undertaking. We know that there are challenges in the context that we need to overcome to fully and successfully implement Together program. It will not be easy, and there will be many challenges going ahead. But transforming education requires sustained system strengthening. It requires partnerships that endure.
Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News. Papua New Guinea has taken a further step towards translating the national framework for ward development into action, with government institutions and communities strengthening capacity for ward-level development planning across the Highlands. These efforts contribute to inclusive governance, improved service delivery, and sustainable development outcomes across Papua New Guinea. From the 11th to 13th February 2026, the International Organization for Migration, with funding from the IOM Development Fund, conducted a community-based planning training workshop in Mount Hagen. The training was delivered in partnership with the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs and the Anga and Western Highlands provincial governments, supporting the operationalization of NFWD ahead of its national rollout. The three-day workshop brought together 28 participants from provincial and district administrations, local level governments, ward development committees, and community groups, including women, youth, and faith-based organizations. This training focused on strengthening the capacity of core facilitation teams to lead inclusive community consultations and guide the development of evidence-based ward development plans aligned with national and subnational planning systems. The training marked a key milestone toward piloting ward development plans in Sakarip Ward in Wabek District, Anga Province, and Balk 2 Ward in Mulbaya District in Western Highlands Province. In the coming weeks, trained facilitation teams will lead community-level planning processes in the two wards to ensure development priorities are locally informed, inclusive, and community-owned. Through this initiative, IOM continues to support government-owned, community-led planning processes that strengthens coordination across national, provincial, district, and ward institutions. Eki Vaki Primary School, which is located in the heart of Port Moresby, is facing crisis with rundown facilities that cannot sustain the growing number of students. These challenges were highlighted by the school principal yesterday.
Located just 300 meters from the Hilton Hotel in Port Moresby is Eki Vaki Primary School. The school was established in the early 1970s, and it is one of the oldest schools in the city that has produced elites over the past 50 years. However, the school has gradually lost its glamour and is faced with crisis. Classrooms are deteriorating, and on the other hand, there is a surge of student numbers. School principal Enau Koregai highlighted the challenges faced by the school.
Desk is one. Two is you can look around yourself and see the conditions of the classrooms. Definitely this school needs new classrooms, but otherwise, should there be not enough funds, we can do maintenance work on the existing classes just for the meantime. And also, if you can look at the background of me, I need the school ground to be upgraded, because when it comes rain, the school is all full up of mud, even inside the classrooms and inside the offices. We have more students than the required number of 45. So there's overcrowding. And on that note, we also need a new, talking about overcrowding, like toilet use too has a ratio. We are all really over the ratio point in terms of one toilet per to a student. General appeal to the general public and the business houses, if they can come on board, look into my school and to develop the school. And
it is in the plan for the school to convert into junior high school. However, Mr. Koregai said that is far from reality given the current state of the school.
Since the government is talking about junior high, well, I need money to upgrade the classes. That is the plan of the government, but it depends on the infrastructure. The sooner the infrastructure be built, the sooner Akiwaki will convert into junior high.
Meanwhile, parents and the general public have also raised similar concerns through a media statement earlier this month. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
The groundbreaking partnership between Bank of South Pacific and New Porgera Limited, which has seen the safe recommencement of banking operations in Porgera, provides a blueprint for broadening the community benefits of mining in remote areas.
BSP Group General Manager Corporate Daniel Font made a statement following the successful reopening of BSP Porgera branch earlier this month. Mr. Font said BSP's Porgera branch closed in 2022 in the aftermath of tribal violence, resulting in mine workers and the community having to travel a long journey to Wabek or Mount Hagen for banking services. He said banking services and financial literacy play a vital role alongside mining operations in unlocking the full economic potential of the region, and New Porgera Limited's willingness to partner and to bring innovative ideas to the table was a vital element in the return of banking services to the community. The BSP-NPL partnership included several groundbreaking arrangements. As part of the partnership, BSP will also be delivering financial literacy training programs in the community, including the NPL's workforce, promoting sound financial management and inclusive banking practices. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2327 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2252, 0.3154 Australian dollars, 0.1831 euro, and 34.81 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSB's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSB's One Talk Wallet. PSB's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Mi plasay luksabel o gender-based violence na SARV. And number 3, mi plasay luksabel ang all special medical projects.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the PNG Tribal Foundation.
We believe in the quote of John C. Maxwell that everything rises and falls on leadership.
Turn up on time. It's the most common thing, and guess what? It says, do it uncommonly well.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National MTV News. Hela-based Mobile Squad had the privilege to undergo training at the McGregor Mobile Squad base in Port Moresby, which concluded recently. This training program was made possible with the funding from the Hela provincial government.
Deputy Director of the Mobile Squad Directorate at McGregor, Chief Superintendent Florian Louvi revealed having police officers go through such training program helped them a lot in their line of work. Chief Superintendent Louvi said this sort of training is timely and commended the Hela provincial government of being the first to take on this initiative. He urged other provinces to support their respective mobile squad units and initiate the same training, which will assist to provide better policing services to the people of their provinces. The recent mobile squad training saw participation from the PNGDF from Goldie, who were also engaged to train police officers. Benson Wema, National MTV News.
At a recent gathering of the Highlands South movement in Goroka, 2 reports were presented detailing their work in combating sorcery accusation-related violence in the Highlands communities.
Reverend Waitege, a frontliner for SAV in the Hela province, emphasized the importance of arresting perpetrators and putting them behind bars as a critical step in fighting SAV.
But if they went and arrest them, at least they go behind the bars. The message is automatically going to go to every villages and every house and every schools. And then they said that the law is not working. So the law is dormant and it's not active. So how are you going to educate it when everybody is united? You want to start off with the classroom or do lots of courses and you spend lots of money, but it's going to go. But the only solution is you arrest the perpetrators.
He said that if arrests are not being made and perpetrators continue to walk freely, there is little point in further discussing SAV. Another frontliner, Eriko Fuferefa, thanked the Australian government and other stakeholders, noting that in the past they worked in silence without support.
And we need more support from our government. Thank you so much. We privilege looking at also line. Before me, Mama cried around, no at office, the people are making work. Now government looks away. Now government Australia looks away. So people wrote us, we are at your back. You can do it. Now people are must. Cry to me and come out and come stop now.
She said this has changed with the involvement of government officials and partners in fighting SAV. One report revealed that SAV frontliners attended to 109 cases in 2024 to 2025 involving around 1,000 perpetrators who tortured over 150 victims. The report also highlighted the challenge of preventing violence and rescuing survivors, given the high number of perpetrators. Frontliner Mary Kinney said that fighting SAV is complex because it involves confronting deeply rooted belief systems.
Lord, this happen. We have many things to do, but Lord, me feelings presence, Lord, togetherness, how you be walk now, how you be competence SAV. And we are breaking a barrier. It's a cultural beliefs. And we are not saying that we are perfect in doing this, but we have gone through a lot and we have experienced a lot over the years.
Samantha Solomon, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
Now moving to overseas news. European leaders have vowed not to abandon Ukraine as Russia's invasion enters a fifth year.
At a solemn ceremony in Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, President Volodymyr Zelensky stood side by side with some of his closest European allies to remember the hundreds of thousands of lives lost. But divisions among Kyiv's partners overshadowed commemorations. Hungary vetoed fresh sanctions against Russia, as well as a €150 billion loan critical to Ukraine's defence. Russian strikes continued on the anniversary, with the strike on the city of Zaporizhzhia killing 5 people, including a child.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum says the country is returning to normalcy after a wave of cartel violence.
The capture and death of Mexico's most wanted cartel leader, El Mencho, triggered roadblocks, arson and security clashes, mostly in the state of Jalisco. Mexico's government says while most roads have been cleared of burning vehicles, new roadblocks have appeared. Authorities remain on high alert, searching for inmates from a prison in Puerto Vallarta after its entrance doors were breached. Mexico's president insists the country will be able to host FIFA World Cup matches. The recent violence has put more pressure on the Mexican government to assure tourists that they will be safe during what is one of the world's biggest sporting tournaments. 4 soccer matches were cancelled during the violence, with FIFA saying it is closely following the situation. The president insists there will be no risk to travellers.
What guarantees are there that the World Cup will be held in this venue?
All the guarantees. All the guarantees.
Is there any risk for visitors?
No risk. None.
National MTV News continues after the break with Rukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Tonight on Goodman Fielder International Sky Time, a very good evening and welcome. We're making a chicken tomato pasta. Now I'm time to cook one some house cut.
Because this is garlic butter steak, I will use a whole clove of garlic.
That's tonight at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
True Kai Sports.
Welcome to True Kai Sports. The PNG Olympic Committee Secretary General stressed on the 2026 SP Sports Awards theme celebrating diversity, honoring unity and inspiring dreams as it signifies the true meaning of sports in Papua New Guinea.
Speaking during the launching of the 2026 SP Award yesterday, the PNG Olympic Committee Secretary General Desmond Kaviagu commended the SP Brewery for supporting sport in PNG.
Consistent commitment to ensuring the annual awards are celebrated, that sports are celebrated, our athletes, our officials, the media are celebrated, is an amazing testament to their commitment. So we'd like to acknowledge SP Brewery for their partnership throughout the years.
Noting how diverse Papua New Guinea is, he emphasized on this year's SP Awards theme, saying it reflects Papua New Guinea's aspirations on sporting platform. He says, through sport we honor unity, solve our differences, and strengthen national identity.
Through sport, we celebrate our diversity. Now, everyone can talk about how diverse we are. Many languages, many tribes. You can just look at it when we are wearing our uniforms and we go and represent our individual codes, then when we go together to represent Team PNG.
He added that the SP Sports Award also provides a platform for inspiring dreams and motivating younger generation of athletes in Papua New Guinea.
The theme for this year is around inspiring dreams, especially for our young people who need to see the living proof of discipline that each of our athletes went through to get to where they are today. Now, at the Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee, we are guided by our 4 values of integrity, excellence, respect, safe, and inclusive. And these are not just words, these are standards that define what we do on a daily basis. And it speaks largely to the theme that we have this year, which is about celebrating diversity, honoring unity, and inspiring dreams.
Reflecting on the sporting achievements of Team PNG in 2025, he emphasized that there are many areas which deserve recognition and celebration, and he stressed that such acknowledgement can only be recognized through the SP Sports Awards.
But beyond Team PNG, there are other sports in the country that need notable mentions. You look at One Squad and the World Championship breaking event, as well as other national federations and the respective championships, world championships that they had in 2025. So there's a lot of stories, a lot of recognition to be held, and this is made possible through the SP Sports Awards.
Isabella Narpal, True Kai Sports.
PNG Kumul star Morea delivered an explosive performance, guiding the London Broncos to a commanding victory.
Morea produced a dazzling display on Sunday as he inspired London Broncos to an emphatic 84-6 victory over the Swinton Lions in round 4 of the Bedford Championships, and was also awarded the man of the match.
Has gone 60 meters.
Playing at Hayward Road, the Lions opened scoring, raising hopes among home supporters. But the momentum quickly shifted as the Broncos launched a relentless attacking assault.
Knock on there. Kicks inside, Morea.
Jason Dimitriou, coach side, ran in 15 tries, with Morea crossing the line 4 times in a standout individual effort. His pace and finishing ability proved too strong for the Swinton defense.
Teammate Brendan Webster Menfields also contributed with 2 tries, helping the Broncos maintain their unbeaten run this season. The dominant result sends the London Broncos to the top of the competition ladder alongside the Sheffield Eagles, who also remain undefeated. The statement win reinforces the Broncos' status as early title contenders as championship season gathers momentum. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Time to go back to school. Theater's this the place to go. Please don't forget the golden rule. Theater's this the place to go. Hey, mums and dads, don't make a fuss. Theater's this the place to go. Get the school supplies from us. Theater's this the place to go. Everything you need for school. Theater's this the place to go. Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Theater's this the place to go. Ring, ring goes the bell.
Theatist for all your school stationery.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
This Thursday on Sports Scene, Taekwondo's Edward Casman joins us on set to discuss athlete protection, the SP Sports Awards launching, and we talk rugby union. Sports Scene this Thursday at 7 p.m. on your number 1 to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. The owner of Rapopo Plantation Resort and Century Hotel Resort and Spa, James Banks, supported the Touch Federation of PNG with accommodations.
The sponsorship towards the 4 days PNG Touch Open Division Train on Squad Training Camp that recently completed in Port Moresby, TFPNG President Stephen Crimp expressed great appreciation towards the support by Chief Peng. Crimp said Touch Football PNG has a strong history of representing Papua New Guinea with pride at regional and international competitions, and the Open Men's, Open Women's, and mixed teams are recognized as consistent medal contenders. The sponsorship included a rent-free executive house, water, electricity, sleeping beds, including cooking utensils. The generous support assisted the selected players that came from outside Port Moresby, including K92 Touch, Lake Opera Touch, Owen Touch, Popondeta Touch, and Ijivatari Taj. The 4-bedroom property located at 2 Mile Hill in Port Moresby gave players a sense of relaxation and reflection after attending the 4-day training camp. The property is also known to be the home-away base for the PNG National Rugby League competition franchise, the ENB Agma Gurias. The train-on squad training camp, which commenced on February 19 till 22nd, ended with a farewell barbecue at the property. Isabella Narapal, Trukai Sports.
Strong governments and financial systems are being reinforced within cricket PNG, with the administration reminded that effective management remains central to sustaining national growth and supporting regional cricket programs.
Cricket PNG Office and Facility Manager Helen Koavea says strong administrative and financial systems are key to the organization's growth nationwide. Speaking during the 2026 Regional Cricket Managers Conference at Amini Park, Ms. Koavea described the administration team as the engine room behind cricket development. Serving since March 2024, she presented a personal account reinforcing governance, accountability and financial compliance across all 11 regions. Ms. Koavea said, while high performance and grassroots programs are visible, structured administration ensures sustainability. She also noted that team managers, human resources, payroll, finance and operations, supporting regional managers, particularly in remote areas where resources are limited. She stressed clear communication and reporting lines, urging managers to direct concern through proper channels. Her presentation highlighted Cricket PNG's commitment to strengthening governance system, ensuring regional managers are supported through compliance and financial accountability. The session reinforced that discipline demonstration remains essential to sustaining cricket's national expansion. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Tonight on Goodman Fielder International Sky Time, a very good evening and welcome. We're making a chicken tomato pasta.
Now I'm time cook one some house cut. Because this is garlic butter steak, I will use a whole clove of garlic.
That's tonight at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby, mostly cloudy with some rain showers with possible thunderstorms. Daru, mostly fine. Kerema, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Alatau, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Lay City, partly cloudy with few showers. Madang, partly cloudy with few showers. Wewak, partly cloudy with few showers. And Vanimo, partly cloudy with possible few showers. In the New Guinea Highlands region, Lorengau, possible brief showers then mostly fine. Kavieng, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy with rain and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, partly cloudy with some rain showers. Kimbe, mostly cloudy with some rain and possible thunderstorms. Buka, partly cloudy with possible few showers. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Goroka Barnes and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with few showers. Mendi, Tari and Wabek, early morning fog clearing, then cloudy with occasional rain showers and thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 25th of February, 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.